are still here sa Lyceum of the Philippines, Manila.
Kamusta kayo dyan, guys?
Ayan.
Isa pa, kamusta kayo dyan, guys? Ayun, di ba?
I'm excited.
Mahal na mahal natin ang Intramuros at syempre hindi natin papalagpasin ang Lyceum.
Tama.
So full of energy.
That's right. Last week, napakahalaga ng pinag-usapan natin na dapat nga bang i-mandate ang mga politiko, mga kandidato sa mga public forums or debates. Yan, naging mainit yung palitan ng discussions.
Grabe yun.
Pero for sure, sa episode natin ngayon, mas magiging mainit yan.
Yes.
Sobra.
Kasi naman.
Kasi last week, sobrang energetic ng mga students ng LPU.
Ganun kaya patalo to.
Oh, syempre, dapat ba? Di sila dapat magpatalo.
Hindi dapat, okay? So dapat mamaya maingay tayong lahat. Alright. Pero syempre, kailangan pa rin natin malaman kung ano nga ba ang kasaysayan ng paaralang ito.
Oo, tama. Ang ilalim.
At sino ang mag-tour sa atin ngayon, Joe?
Sino ba?
Si JV!
Ay, ako!
Let's watch this.
Ako ang
Watch this, guys!
Isa sa mga universidad sa Maynila na mayroong malaking papel sa kasaysayan ay ang Lyceum of the Philippines University. Sa katunayan, sa loob ng ilang dekada, LPU lived up with its motto which is truth and courage for God and country.
With this thought, the university continues to offer undergraduate and graduate programs that would really benefit the future generation.
Ilan sa mga courses na ito ay ang College of Law, Liberal Arts, Diplomacy, International Trade and Journalism, Engineering, Mass Communication, HRM at marami pang iba. Nabigyan din ng autonomous status ng Commission on Higher Education ng LPU. Dagdag pa dyan, isinama ng CHED ang LPU sa listahan ng top 20 universities sa buong bansa.
4 na programa rin mula sa universidad ang nabigyan ng Level 3 re-accreditation status by the Philippine Association of Colleges and Universities, namely HRM, Business Administration, Liberal Arts, and Sciences.
Kamakailan lang, President Benigno Aquino III formally recognized and awarded the Lyceum of the Philippines, Manila with a recognition for commitment to quality management in the 16th Quality Award. So ayan, mas nakilala na natin ang LPU Manila at mukhang ready na rin ang mga estudyante nila para sa ating mainit na diskusyon. Kaya LPU Manila, welcome to School Days!
Good evening sa inyong lahat mga schoolmates! And of course, nandito pa rin tayo sa Lyceum of the Philippines, Manila para na naman sa isang napakainit na isyong pangkabataan. Kung last week ay na-excite ang lahat ng ating mga viewers sa ating magandang discussion, tiyak na mas mag-enjoy ang ating mga schoolmates this week. Kaya naman, abangan yan.
At syempre, kasali pa rin sa ating discussion for today ang ating mga schoolmates sa ating audience. Mamaya, maririnig natin kung ano yung mga opinions nila tungkol sa issue natin for today.
Pero hindi lang mga taga-Lyceum ang kasali sa ating diskusyon ngayong araw. Pati ang mga barkada natin na nanonood sa TV at via livestream. Kaya sumali lang po kayo sa amin at follow nyo kami at i-like sa Instagram, sa Facebook, and Twitter.
That's right. Pero siyempre, GV Hesa, ano nga ba itong trending issue na ating tatalakayin? Narito po, panoorin natin.
Sigurado ba kayo sasali kayo dito? Yes, master! Sigurado ba kayo na sasali kayo sa Alpha Parati Witty? Yes, master! Kailangan dito matalino! Kailangan dito may pakialam! At kailangan dito matabang! Ano? Sigurado ba kayo? Yes, master! Ba't hindi kayo sumagot sa yung sabay-sabay? Yes, master! Ano?
Kailangan ba talagang gawin to? Oo, kailangan yan. Para maging... Hindi ko naman alam na magaganon tayo. Kasama yan ang konting taste na lang. Ano? Mahinig ka. Akala ko magkakape lang tayo. Hindi ko naman alam na may kanto tayo. Simula lang yun. Anong simula na totoo?
Teka! Ba't ba kayo usap na usap?
Master, may tanong.
Ano ba yung pinag-uusapan nyo? Ano ba pinag-uusapan nyo?
Kasi po natatakot po ako.
Ba't yan nandito? Ako natatakot ka!
Hinihaya lang po ako ni Diyos. Kala ko po magkakapilang po kami. Hindi ko naman po alam na may ganito po dito.
Ano ba, Batch? Mas dami yung mga connections natin dito. Isipin mo, Brad mo, Senator, Chief Justice, mga professional lahat. Chief Justice.
Hindi ko kailangan nun, Jules. Ano ka ba? Marami na akong kilala.
yan.
Marami na akong kilala dito sa school
Mas
natin.
magiging big time tayo ng oras na natin. Isipin mo.
Ayoko ang maging big time. Nakakatakot dito. Ano ka ba?
Tingin mo.
Saka hindi naman kailangan ba talaga itong ikaw, Master? Sumagot ka, Master. Master, sumagot ka! Kailangan yan. Master, sumagot ka sa tanong ko. Bakit palagi mo kami sinisigawan, ha? Sigaw ka na sigaw, lapit-lapit namin sa isa't isa. Pag-usapan na lang natin ito sa schoolmates. Kayo mga schoolmates, dapat bang tanggalin ang fraternity sa sorority sa mga universities, ha?
Alright, there you go, Hesa. Napakaganda ng ating issue for tonight.
Yes.
Dahil feeling ko controversial din itong issue na to eh. Kasi
Very.
dapat na nga ba raw i-ban itong mga fraternities and sororities sa mga universities or colleges. Heavy, di ba?
Tama yan, Jules. And this is one of the most sensitive topics involving kasi mga students. Dahil talaga hati yung opinion nila about this, di ba? Buhay pa ba ang purpose ng brotherhood? Or is it being frowned upon sa mga universidades or colleges? Mamaya, sasagutin nila yan. So, let's all welcome dito
Yes.
sa LPU.
Tama yan. Dito tayo sa LPU. Pero syempre, in addition to that, pag-uusapan din natin, Hesa, kung ano nga ba yung real purpose nitong mga kapatiran na to, itong sisterhood na to, itong brotherhood na pinag-uusapan natin. Kasi hindi rin naman natin dapat kalimutan na mayroon mga instances before na may mga ibang kabataan na medyo napahamak dahil sa pagsali nila dito. So mahalaga din na ang purpose ng debate na to ay mas malaman natin kung ano nga ba ang real purpose ng fraternities and sororities.
Alright, kaya para masimulan ng ating talakayan, sino-sino nga ba ang dalawang grupo natin for today, Jules?
Alright, Hesa, para simulan natin ang grupong naniniwala na dapat lamang na ipagbawal na ang mga fraternities and sororities sa mga kolehiyo at universidad. Let us all welcome Lucy, Tim, and Ian.
At para naman sa pangalawang grupo, sila ang naniniwala na dapat i-sustain ang pagkakaroon ng fraternities at sororities. Let us all welcome Blake, Renzo, and Shane! At maliban nga sa ating debating teams for today, ay may chance din makisali ang ating mga schoolmates sa audience at social media. JV, kamusta ka naman dyan?
Woo! Ramdam na ramdam ko na ang excitement nila ito. Diba, students ng Lyceum? Ayun, at for sure maging exciting ang talakayan ngayon. Kaya balik muna dyan, Jules and Hesa.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, JV. Kaya naman syempre sa ating pagbabalik, simula na ng ating mainitang diskusyon dito lamang sa Schoolmates.
May pakialam ka! Welcome back mga schoolmates! At kanina nga nakilala natin kung sino-sino ang ating mga debaters dito sa LPU. At ang topic natin for today ay dapat bang i-ban ang fraternities at sororities sa mga universidad?
Tama yan, Hesa. And for this segment, to, very interesting to dahil ito yung pinaka-importante na part ng ating show. Ito ang ating constructive speech or argument. Kaya naman ang bawat team leader ay bibigyan natin ng tig na 2 minuto, samantala ang lahat naman ng mga speakers ay tig 1 minute. At kaya naman para simulan na natin ang ating mainit na
Yes, let's
discussion.
start.
Simulan na natin yan kay Lucia.
The government stance is clear. We would want to ban and disallow these fraternities and sororities. We all know that we contextualize this debate in fraternities and sororities present in universities and colleges. We all know that fraternities and sororities, they are a group of people who share common interests, who have common goals, and there's a stigma that when you become part of it, then you acquire power, and that when you graduate college, then you will have a sure job because you have the brotherhood and the sisterhood, oftenly termed to as the connections. So the problem that we would want to address here is behind those advantages, we all know that in fraternities, the neophytes are subjected to undergo initiation rites. Before they become a bona fide member of these fraternities, then they need to undergo initiation rites. And in initiation rites, physical violence is present. Not just that, also at times, these neophytes are tasked to do things that would lead to their own public mockery, and we think that is affecting them psychologically. And although there is a law, on the Republic Act 8049, wherein there is no prohibiting of hazing, the anti-hazing law, we think that the law is not able to mitigate the problem in the status quo. The problem in the status quo is that there are a lot of news, a lot of college students are victimized, they are dying because of these organizations' way of baptizing their members. And that is one thing that the government side would want to address. We think, that the only thing that could prevent those things, since the law is not able to mitigate the problem, there is no proper implementation with the law. We think, that banning and disallowing these fraternities and sororities would be beneficial rather than detrimental to the society, and we think that this proposition would eradicate. We think that this proposition, would eradicate many cases of college students who were victimized by these initiation rites at the end of the day. With that, we are proud to propose.
Okay, thank you so much, Lucy. So, ang point niya, Jules, no? She mentioned about fraternities and sororities. Not, yun nga, you share common interests and goals. And then, pero there is a question of violence.
Yes, nabagit na nga may specific law na siya na hindi daw ganun ka-effective, which is the anti-hazing law. Kaya naman yung violence na nga yung pinaka tinutukan niya
Main
dito
point,
na issue.
yes.
Okay, so ano ba ang masasagot dyan ng hindi pabor? Renzo?
So in the status quo today, fraternities and sororities are very rampant, and they exist almost in all our universities and colleges in our country. So the problem stated here by the government is that fraternities and sororities can be used as an excuse for violence or euphemism for violence. So in the opposition, we see it otherwise. We in the opposition believes that it is not in the best interest of educational society to ban the fraternities and sororities. So we think and believe that these fraternities have principles and values on which they are founded, like camaraderie, sisterhood, brotherhood, mutual support, friendship. These are important values of humans. So this debate is about whether or not banning fraternities and sororities is the best way to reduce or fully mitigate the problem of fraternity-related violence. So we have to weigh in this problem, just like what we do in philosophy and economics. In philosophy, we have to take a step back and reflect what's the best possible way to think about things and to do things. So in economics too, we think of the best possible way to use scarce resources. So here in this issue, we need to weigh in. So with that, imagine if these organizations are not bound by our laws. Imagine if we would not recognize the contributions, impacts these organizations have done to our society. So it is in our nature to associate ourselves to others, and it is embedded in our constitution, the right to associate. So we need to see this organization through positive lens.
All right.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you so much, Renzo. Yung pinaka-last phrase na sinabi niya,
Yes.
yung right to associate is very important, lalo na kasama siya sa constitution natin. Kasi
Yes.
fraternities and sororities are organizations as well. Tapos sinabi niya rin na yung contributions to society ng frats and soros, kailangan makonsider din muna ng lipunan.
Kasi may mga principle and values din
That's
pala.
right.
And they also value the friendship and the bond that was formed. Okay. So, Tim, would you like to say something about this?
Discrimination degrades race, religion, and even sex, ladies and gentlemen. So, fraternities and sororities are national brotherhood and sisterhood organizations with collegiate chapters, meaning to say that majority of their recruits are freshman college students who are rather vulnerable and unaware of the culture residing in tertiary level of education. So what is the problem in the status quo that we would like to recognize? It is the elitist mindset that does not consider social diversity, because this is a collective case. What I mean is that individuals are categorized into these organizations, and it is unhealthy to do so because it is some form of discrimination. Hence, and therefore, that sororities and fraternities have this tendency to influence the vulnerable youth into these kinds of mindsets that are superior to other people, and this heightened sense of exclusivity because it is collective, as I have said.
All right. Thank you so much, Tim. So, an interesting fact that he mentioned na there's discrimination. Kung sumasali ka sa mga fraternities or other groups or sororities, you'll be classified as that group.
Tama. Tapos sabi niya rin, may elitist mindset daw kapag sumali ka sa mga organizations na to. Ano ang tugon dyan ni Blake?
It's just funny a while ago when he mentioned discrimination. When parang he mentioned about tertiary level of education, when in fact, actually, even in high schools, in the secondary level, most of these fraternities are already present. So just mind you, when you talk about discrimination, you don't just talk about gender. You also talk about age. So don't discriminate age if you want to abolish discrimination. Rather, on our side, what we would like to propose are the 4 things. I would like to propose 4 things that is a good highlight of fraternities and sororities. Number 1, camaraderie. Number 2, entertainment. Number 3, support. And last but not the least is safety. So with camaraderie, evident yon yung bond. We have strong bonds, which is good. It promotes connection, not elitism. Second is, I would like to highlight support. Kasi most of the people, or the seniors, they already have gone through college. They already gone through life. They could advise yung mga bagong pasok. And last but not least is the safety. Not to mitigate or not really to not really to fight for but more on like bound the people, yung constituents nila, to proper connection with others and so forth and so forth.
All right, thanks,
so
Blake.
much, Blake.
So 4 points. Those are camaraderie, entertainment,
Support,
support, and
and
safety.
safety.
Okay, so may contradiction daw yung sinasabi ng isang grupo, sabi ni Blake, pero mamaya abangan natin yung mas mainit
Yes,
nilang
I'm sure they have
discussion sa
more to
rebuttal.
say about that. So, si Ian, would you like to add something?
3 points po on how we should ban fraternities and sororities. First, when we talk about fraternities and sororities, andun na nga tayo sa pinaka-main point nila na it promotes brotherhood and sisterhood. But in the status quo, it's not really happening because what we're actually observing is that instead of these individuals focusing on much important matters like education and studying, these individuals are most likely those individuals who are committing crimes like rape, drugs, drinking, most likely death and murder and whatnot. And second, like what Tim have said a while ago, it just promote the culture of indifference and elitism. Like, pag nandun ka, kasama ka sa fraternity na yon, nagkakaroon ng mindset na, hey, I'm a cool dude and a cool guy, a cool girl in this institution, so walang dapat humawak sa akin. Thus, it promotes discrimination. Thus, it promotes bullying. And thus, most likely, nagkakaroon ng anxiety to the victims and whatnot. Lastly, if you would like to promote goodwill, you would like to promote camaraderie, why not join other non-civic organization na talaga namang nakikita mo and evident na tumutulong like Gawad Kanlinga and whatnot?
Alright, thanks Ian. Ayan, so
thank
nasabi
you
niya nga
so
na
much.
pwedeng naiiba kasi hesa yung priorities. As a
Yes.
student, pwedeng malihis daw yung mga
Oo.
priorities
It
niya.
depends sa organizations, di ba?
That's
So,
right.
sinasabi ni Ian, there are other organizations that you can join naman, di ba? That have other
Makikita mo yung results
purpose. Yes.
Okay, so last but not the least, ang ating last speaker sa Hindi Pabor.
So as my previous speakers have stated, fraternities and sororities are very rampant nowadays. So we in the opposition believe that we will not ban fraternities and sororities with the reason that fraternities and sororities can offer great opportunities to its members. First, they can help build networks for their members, like they can communicate with other students and the like. So second, they can also help they can also help their members to be great leaders, and they are committed to community service. Fourth, they are also another good side of fraternities is that they can also help in the social life of each members, and they can also, and their social life is lifelong, so they can always have each other to lean on. And we in the opposition believe that no matter what we do, even if we ban fraternities and sororities, it will still occur. So no matter what we do, they will not go away. So why ban it in the very first place if it will still occur always?
Okay, thanks, Sheena.
Okay, thanks, Sheena. So,
Shane. Yeah, Sheena was last week.
Oh, nga
Okay, so sabi ni Shane, okay, na kahit daw i-ban mo itong mga fraternities or sororities,
Yes.
nandyan pa rin naman daw talaga eh.
And also, she has a point, kasi kung bago ka sa school, wala ka masyadong
OP
kilala.
ka.
How will you make friends, di ba, in a big university?
Okay, great inputs ha.
Yes.
I mean, insights from our debaters. Pero syempre, Hesa, marami rin tayo marinig sa audience.
Yes, alright. So narinig na natin ang kanilang mga arguments. Kamustahin naman natin si JV na kasama ating mga schoolmates sa ating audience. Kamusta niya, JV?
Thank you, Jules and Hesa. Pero bago yan, we would like to acknowledge the presence of all the faculty members na nandito ngayon. At syempre, ang lahat ng students ng Lyceum of the Philippines University! Maraming salamat po sa inyong mainit na pagtanggap. Huwag na natin patagalin. Sinong gustong mag-comment, magtanong? Sino po? Ayan. Ay, kuya. Anong pangalan ni kuya?
Ivan de la Cruz.
Ivan de la Cruz. Anong course?
Cruise Line Culinary.
Cruise Line Culinary. Sino yung mga Cruise Line Culinary dyan? Wala.
Si JV,
Ang dami.
culinary
Ako,
rin siya dati.
culinary ako. Pero, ayan. Ano kaya yun? Sige. Anong masasabi mo sa ating topic for today?
About sa initiation, gusto ko lang mag-comment muna is
Dito tayo. Para makita yung kagwapuan mo sa camera.
gusto ko mag-comment muna sa initiation kasi alam naman natin na part to ng bawat fraternity or sorority bago sila pumasok, and gusto ko lang itanong is that kung sakaling hindi man ibaban yung fraternity or sorority, dapat bang necessary ba talaga na maging part yung initiation, na alam naman natin is ang binibigyan na initiation is mostly hazing or something may papagawa sa'yo na sobrang alam nating hindi makatao or ganun.
Alright.
So to clarify?
Sa di pabor side ito.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
So yung sa'yo ay yung initiation, right? So kami, we have laid out the principles o mga criteria sa pag-judge. So sabi natin kasama sa principles ng mga fraternities and sororities is yung brotherhood and sisterhood. Kung ang yung initiation right is nagkakos ng harm sa mga bagong members, why call it fraternities and sororities kung nagkakos ng harm? Nagiging talipasan sa paniniwala nila ng brotherhood and sisterhood. And beside, yung pagbaban, hindi siya actually solution remedy. Para siyang negative reinforcement sa mga sorority and fraternities na mag-go underground at gawin yung mga gusto nila. And mas mabuti na yung regulation and then guidance sa mga senior members within that organization sa mga sororities and fraternities. Madami namang mga senior officers yung mga organizations na yon. And kalimitan, magagaling sila.
Are you good with that? O meron pa?
So kung hindi po natin tatanggalin yung initiation or sabihin natin, ibahin natin yung initiation rights na ibibigay natin, paano yung ibang mga fraternities na alam naman natin na nag-i-inflict ng cause ng harm sa ibang mga members nila? Ano yung pwede nating maging solution kung hindi man natin ibaban?
Okay. Alright. Anong ibang solution kung hindi ibaban?
Kasi when we took into consideration the motion, when we were tackling the motion actually, ang target dapat doon is yung legislation, strong reinforcement ng legislation. Kasi I don't think, hindi naman nababound ang initiation sa hazing lang eh. Madaming forms of initiation, just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen. Siguro, these organizations, what could happen is, the government could impose stronger regulations dito sa mga fraternities and sororities. And kapag nag-break sila ng law, ang dapat sinasanction is yung fraternity mismo or yung sorority mismo para madisiplina sila and to how to discipline, moreover, yung constituents sila dun sa fraternities and sororities. It's not really a question of whether or not the fraternities are legal and or fraternities and sororities are legal. Rather, yung initiation na ginagawa nila. Kung yun lang naman, bakit mo ibaban, di ba? What's the sense?
Alright, thank you, Vic. Okay, back to you.
Thank you, Jules and Hesa. Alam mo, marami na rin comments ang dumarating sa ating Facebook and Twitter account gaya ng pinadala ni Carla Janine Sipagan. I think banning fraternities and sororities sa universities is not really the best option because for one, if di sila recognized by the schools, mas mahirap mapanagot yung mga involved na issues like hazing because walang power yung school over them. Ayon naman kay Yani Nevala, for me, hindi po lubos na nakakatulong ito upang magkaroon ang bawat isa sa atin ng karapatang pumili ng grupo or organisasyon sa ating samahan. Patuloy na kayo magpadala ng inyong mga komento sa ating Facebook and Twitter account kaya magbabalik pa rin ang #1 debate show ng bayan. Ito ang Schoolmates! May Pakialam Ka!
The problem is on how to regulate these laws, especially on the initiation rights that is happening in every fraternities and sororities. So I think the government just need to focus more on that, on how it would be changed so that the cases of death caused by hazing would be reduced.
Hindi po ako sangayon sa pag-ban ng these sororities or these fraternities dahil dun sa point ko na we always have to think and act in the good faith.
Maganda naman may sororities and fraternities. Initiation nga lang. Kaya lang naman sumasama yung image nila is dahil sa initiations na, uy, may namamatay, uy, may ganan. So, that's all.
Also, we are back and of course, you're still watching Schoolmates. Okay, Hesa, ang ganda ng palitan ng mga points kanina.
Napaka-interesting na yung topic natin for today.
Tama, pero siyempre, mas painitin pa natin yan dahil ito na ang panahon para sa ating rebuttals. Okay, kanina, maganda yung mga palitan ng points nila, pero ang maganda siguro na simulan natin na ibato natin sa pabor na iba ng mga fraternities and sororities. Sinabi ng kabilang grupo kanina na merong right to association. So paano nun kung ibaban natin yung mga frats and soros? Paano yung mga fratmen and mga sorority sisters?
Yun na po yung status ko. Inaalaw nga po yung associations po. Inaalaw po tayo ng law. Pero sa part po namin, although inaalaw po yun, meron din po kasing they are still subjected to follow proper ways of initiation, proper ways of hazing, and then it is actually disallowed by the law already. With what they're trying to propose po, we think that yung status ko na nga po, yun na po yung mismo hindi gumagana. Hindi po niya na-mitigate yung problema po na inaalaw nga po yung associations na yan, pero marami pa rin pong nami-victimize na mga tao dahil nga po sa maling paraan nung pag-baptize nila sa kanilang mga new members. So, para po sa amin, mas okay na po sigurong iba na lang yung sororities and fraternities para since hindi nga po nag-work yung law, mas okay na po na iba na lang yon kasi nga madami na pong nami-victimize na mga estudyante and sa palagay po namin na yung associations naman na yan, pwede naman tayong pumunta sa ibang associations, yung some associations na or organizations na allowed talaga ng law na pwedeng na nag-advocate or talagang totoong tumutulong sa society natin.
Okay, thank you so much, Lucy.
So
Renzo,
you have
go
to,
ahead.
So you have to offer solutions. Ang pagbaban hindi yan solution para matigil yung mga violence related sa fraternity. So sa atin, yung offer namin is through strict regulations and yung pag-watch ng mga senior officers through that within the organization. So ang kailangan natin is yung regulation and then yung legislation and then yung sinasabing pagbaban is magiging negative reinforcement lang siya sa mga organizations na to go underground at gawin yung mga initiation rights na na nakaka-violate ng law. So dito sa mga fraternities, meron nga tayong principles na sinusunod, brotherhood, sisterhood, friendship. Kung hindi nila sinusunod to, can you consider them fraternities? Para sa akin, tatawin ko ng pseudo-fraternities kasi hindi nila nasusunod. Just like, can you consider government democratic kung nababiolate nila yung rights ng mga tao? So, kailangan yung mga group na ito, before we can call them fraternities and sororities, sundin nila yung mga principles and values kung bakit sila nabuo behind their establishment.
Alright, thanks Renzo. O Ian, negative reinforcement daw ang pag-ban.
Yeah, maganda sanang idea kung ganun yung nangyayari sa status quo, kaso hindi. To be honest, on the past 10 years, simula 1990 hanggang, 15 years, simula 1990 hanggang 2015, taon-taon laging may namamatay namamatay sa hazing. So, nito lang, nakaraan sa isang estudyante sa Benilde. So, nakaraang taon din, 2 estudyante ng San Beda Law School ang pinatay dahil sa hazing. So, you see, maganda yun eh. Maganda sana na nare-regulate na nagkakaroon ng ganun. Pero kasi hindi yun yung nangyayari. So why not we demolish the whole concept of fraternity and why not propose another concept of organization? You see, magandang model dyan dito sa LPU. Here in LPU, we practice organizations. So in every aspects ng subjects dito sa LPU, sa English, sa mathematics, sa humanities, sa debate, all of it, mayroong mga iba't ibang klaseng organization which you can be part on it. So, here, yung mga organization na yun, hindi lang sila bounded for just the entire year. They're bounded by the entire life nila. So if ang argument natin is still brotherhood and sisterhood, well, it can always be attained on the other way around, which cannot be hindi ma-associate sa violence. Kayo na rin na nagsabi, magiging negative reinforcement. So, ganun din. So magiging cycle lang din siya ng cycle na palaging may ginagawang violation on human rights. Di ba? Yun lang.
Okay, thank you so much, Ian.
Strong proposal yun,
Yes.
i-ban na totally yung buong system. O paano yun?
So Blake, go ahead.
It is innate in the human dynamics for all people to socialize. You cannot prevent people to socialize kasi nga, innate desire na yun ng isang tao eh. Ang problem nyo kasi kanina pa is initiation. Lahat ng problema nyo, initiation. Eh, ang pinasabi nga namin is legislation against the initiation. Bakit kailangang iba ng isang brotherhood or sisterhood kung initiation lang naman ang problema, edi ang targetin nyo, yung initiation, wag yung pagban ng fraternities and sororities. Medyo medyo minor issue lang yung initiation eh. No, it's a minor issue, Ian. Kung sasabihin mo kasi sa amin na nasasakta kung yung pagkamatay nila, dapat ang tinatarget doon is the government, not the fraternities and sororities. Kasi in the first place, sila naman dapat yung nag-regulate nun eh. Kung nare-regulate ng government properly ang sororities and fraternities, edi they could discipline their fellow constituents as well.
Alright, nandun na tayo sa legislation, Blake eh. Pero kasi hindi natin masyadong tinitignan yung indat eh. Kung para sa'yo, ang buhay ng tao ay mababaw lang. Well, para sa amin, hindi. Kasi when we talk about, like what I've said earlier, when we talk about fraternities, nandun na yung stigma on initiation. Whether you like it or not, nandyan pa rin yung stigma na gagawa sila ng mga bagay na kakaiba.
I know, do not assume unless otherwise stated.
For the... No, it's not an assumption, Blake.
Kasi hindi naman lahat ng fraternities eh. Kaya may organizations na yan, nagkakaiba lang sila ng interest, but do not assume unless otherwise yan.
No, kasi hindi siya assumption, kasi yun nga yung nangyayari sa status quo.
No.
Well, you can
you're generalizing. You cannot generalize. They're specific.
Okay. No. Order, go ahead.
No, when we talk about generalization, well, kung titignan mo yung sinasabi mo na generalization na yan, well, mapapakita ng mga records natin ngayon na halos lahat, well, they are undergoing initiation. Ngayon, ang question ko naman sa'yo, Blake, well, paano mo naman ililitigate na masyado, legislate the process on legislation on mitigation yung tinatawag natin na initiation rights na yan.
Paano ako tutulong? Tumulong ka din sa pag-regulate. That's the best thing that could happen.
No.
You deploy yourself because you're part of the government too. Diba? Yun lang yun eh. Kasi ang sinasabi nyo, tinutumbok nyo ang isang organisasyon just because of initiation. Well, we have provided solutions. The one to blame is the government but not the fraternities and sororities itself.
Well,
sagutin nyo. Hindi nyo nga masagot ngayon eh.
Well, nandun na tayo ha. Again, papaulit-ulitin ko sa'yo. Nandun na nga tayo
Yun na nga eh, andun na tayo na existing na ang fraternities. Hindi mo na sila pwedeng iban kasi human dynamics iyan. You have to understand that it is normal. Pati sa law natin, right to associate. Eh di parang naging unconstitutional yon. Kung hindi mo sila papayagan, bumuo ng brotherhood and sisterhood. Initiation lang ang problema nyo, yun ang targetin nyo.
Well, kagaya na sinasabi ko, the whole concept of fraternity, yun yung gusto naming iban. Well, hindi namin pinupush through na matanggal yung karapatan ng tao to associate. Well, kagaya na sinasabi namin, we have a lot to offer. Madami tayong organization to join in, which promotes the same brotherhood and sisterhood.
So don't you think it's unconstitutional na ibaban mo yun, fraternities and sororities, with the right to associate?
Since we are the government side, we think we have the right to provide proper mechanism to that. We think, coming from our side, that since we are talking about banning only the fraternities and sororities in universities and colleges, and since we talk about the initiation rites, definitely we are only pointing on those organizations who require initiation rites.
So
and
you're
coming
still,
from our
bottom
side,
line, initiation pa rin ang problem nyo. Hindi yung fraternity.
We think that that is actually the major problem in fraternities, since we think that if you would want to have a brotherhood or sisterhood, you need not to undergo this initiation rites that has physical violence. If that is what you guys are trying to tell us, that brotherhood and sisterhood is achieved with these fraternities, we think that engaging yourself, just like what Kuya Ian said, engaging yourselves with other organizations who doesn't require those initiation rites, and we think that that is better rather than not banning these fraternities and sororities.
Okay, thank you, Lucy. I'm sure Shane would like to share something.
Go ahead.
Okay, kasi, di ba, at the very first place, alam naman ng mga students na ang fraternities may initiation. So, bakit sila sasali kung ayaw naman nilang mangyari sa kanila yung initiation? So, choice din nila yung mangyayari sa kanila kung may initiate sila, kung mahihising sila, at kung mamamatay sila. Choice nila na pumasok dun sa fraternity. So, hindi naman natin mapipigilan na sumali sila or not kasi choice nila sa sarili nila at alam nila na dun sa fraternity na yun, nag-hazing, nagkakaroon ng drug abuse, nagkakaroon ng sexual assault, and the like. Pero, pumunta pa din sila, sumali pa din sila. So, choice talaga nila. Right of choice.
They clearly debunked their whole case.
No, ladies and gentlemen, initiation lang po ang problema nila. Kasi nila sinasagot.
Kasi it's like they're saying that the status quo is correct. Yes. And here, kaya nga, kung sasabihin nyo na choice ng mga estudyante yan, well, might as well, trabaho din ng gobyerno na protektahan itong mga estudyante na to. Kaya kailangan nating sirain na entirely yung concept ng fraternity and much
What's
focus
the point
on the
of living in a
education
democratic
and
country
whatnot.
if you will prohibit them from joining what they want?
Okay.
Yun lang yun. Sagutin nyo yung initiation kanina
It's like
pa.
you're telling
Hindi
us
nyo sinasagot.
It's like you're telling us na gusto naming mamatay, then so be it.
All right.
It's their right.
Okay. Thank you so much for that very hot...
Nag-iinit na dito sa stage. Nakayanan mo
point.
yun, Jules?
Oy, nag-sweater pa ako.
Nag-sweater ka pa.
Sobrang init talaga dito. Pero ang ganda.
Sobrang init dito.
Maganda
So,
yan.
kamustahin natin si JV. JV, mainit din dyan sa ating audience.
Sobra! Lahat sila may pakialam sa issue natin today. Pero wag na natin patagalin. Sino ang gustong mag-comment? Magtanong! Dali na, kanina ang iingay nyo eh.
Ang dami.
Ayan, si ate. Hello. Ding! Nandito na tayo sa JV Speak Up Line.
May sarili siyang team song.
Wait lang, mabilis lang to.
May sarili siyang team song para sa
Sobrang
kanya.
supportive
Oo
sa
nga.
segment niya.
Mabilis lang to ate Pick up line lang ako sa'yo. Kung magiging girlfriend kita, pang 4 kita.
4. Bakit 4?
Tinuruan pa. Diba?
Bakit 4? Kasi ikaw yung forever ko eh.
Boom!
Wow!
Okay!
Kinilig siya.
Anong name mo?
Mariah Crisida Kilaw po.
Ano ulit?
Mariah Crisida Kilaw.
From what course?
Broadcasting po.
Nasaan ang mga broadcasting? Nasa likod, kanina pa yung mga broadcasting na yan, okay?
Gusto nila mag-intern sa PTV.
Madaming gusto mag-intern. Ano masasabi mo sa issue natin for today?
Well, actually, kanina,
I'm on the side of Ian. And then when Blake started to clear up the things about the initiation, then I'm being in the state of confusion and shock that he really can defend what initiation is. And he has a point na bakit hindi na lang yung initiation yung i-ban or i-regulate than being stop or bond yung sorority or fraternity. Kasi he has the point na merong something sa sorority na friendship and social interaction, and not just because you will be hurt. And Shane was right that it was your choice on the first place. So it was not the fault of the fraternity or sorority, but instead, it is yourself. It is your own choice. For me.
Is that a manifestation or do you want anyone to answer or to
No,
comment?
It was just a comment.
Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Salamat, salamat. Sino pa po ang gustong mag-comment, magtanong? Ayan, hello po. Dito po tayo sa baba. Pick up line.
Sige nga, JV, pick up line.
Sige nga.
Equality, equality.
Ayoko. Hello po. Mabait po ako. Ano po? Ano po pangalan po nila?
Kyle Corpus.
Kyle Corpus. Knock, knock. De, joke lang. De, ano po masasabi natin sa issue for today?
Gusto ko lang mag-question sa both party. Yun. Number one, kasi 2 questions. Okay naman. First question is right to associate absolute, especially if in cases na may nasasaktan na, like for example, the neophytes or other members. Secondly is, do you think na yung idea ng brotherhood and sisterhood is na-abuse ng mga fraternities? Most, in cases, for example, in frat wars, wherein, for example, kasali ako sa isang fraternity. Ayoko sumali sa fraternity wars, but since member ako ng isang fraternity, I am obliged to join that fraternity wars. Do you think that yung idea ng brotherhood and sisterhood is na-abuse on that particular idea?
Okay. Okay, which side? Una. Anyone.
Either.
Okay. So, go ahead.
Yung good problem po yung pinropose ni Kuya Kyle. With regards to frat wars, that's true. We know that when you are engaged in brotherhoods and sisterhoods, definitely you will be helping them or you will be protecting them, even though if it is at the expense of your own life. So, yun yung isa pang thing na gusto namin ma-eradicate. Since pag part kayo ng fraternities, definitely may rivalry dyan. So, may rivalry, merong gusto nila sila yung pinaka-best na fraternity, and if ever man na magkaroon ng conflict yung dalawang different fraternities, nagkakaroon nga ng frat wars. So sa tingin namin, para ma-mitigate yon yung problem with the frat wars na nagkakaroon nga ng clash yung mga fraternities at paminsan, it causes severe injuries and sometimes it also causes death of members. So we think, that banning these fraternities and sororities will definitely eradicate the problem with frat wars.
Right. Next.
Yun, that was another problem that we were looking for besides initiation. Kasi medyo paulit-ulit na tayo sa initiation. Yung violence after, yung mga frat wars. Hindi kasi na-mention yun kanina. That's what actually we're looking for. Kaya feeling namin sobrang hina nung nangyayari sa government side. Well, actually, it still falls down to regulation, ladies and gentlemen. These frat wars, besides naman their belongingness to fraternities and sororities, they're still bound by the law. Kumaga, if ever these fraternities and sororities kunbawa, sumobra na sila, or if ever they abuse yung mga brotherhood and sisterhood principles nila, that's the time that the government should intervene. Dapat doon na pumapasok yung pag-regulate sa kanila, pag-punish or pag-reward or what have the system provides.
Okay.
Alright, back to you, JV.
Thank you, Jules and Hes. Alam nyo, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Ang pagdating ng mga komento sa ating mga social media accounts, babasahin ko ang ilan. Katulad ng sinabi ni John Paul Leonido Abina, for me, fraternities and sororities must not be banned. Kasi may mga maayos pa rin naman siguro. The best solution is to regulate and monitor them. But yun nga, sa dami ng orgs na meron, di nila ma-monitor yun. Siguro the other option is to inform people so that they will be aware of it para at least they know what are the possibilities to happen. Sabi naman ni Chen Carusa, Marasigan, for me, dapat iban. Kasi alam natin na naging maganda ang fraternities, pero noon yon. Iba na ang setup ng mga ganyang organisasyon ngayon. Pwede namang magkaroon ng mga connection at mga kaibigan ng isang estudyante na hindi kinakailangan lumahok sa ganitong grupo. Alam nyo, patuloy lang kayo magpadala ng inyong mga komento sa ating social media account. Magbabalik pa rin ang #1 debate show ng bayan. Ito ang Schoolmates! May Pakialam Ka!
we're back and of course you're still watching Schoolmates. JV, Hesa, pawis na pawis pa rin ako. Mali ang sunod ko ngayon. Sobrang init ng discussion dito.
Sobra.
Parang nakakatakot.
At napansin ko rin sa ating Facebook na sobrang dami nagko-comment.
Yes, I'm sure mainit naman yung page natin.
Right.
Guys, malakpakan naman natin yung mga debaters natin ngayon.
Maraming salamat sa inyo, guys.
Napakahusay.
Alam mo, so far pang ilan natin to? 20th?
20th episode.
20th episode. Isa to sa pinakamainit na rebuttals na nakita ko.
Thank you so much, guys.
Talagang batuhan talaga sila. Alright, nandito na tayo sa point kung saan nga magbibigay na ng final statements ang bawat group.
Yes, and we will start with Timothy.
Assuming that we remove all of these things that fraternities and sororities do, remove network of friends, remove the family inside the college system. Now, what do we see of the activities that are happening in the status quo? We believe that the cases of deaths and violence of human rights outweighs these things that they are talking about, such as networking of jobs and so on and so forth. And we also believe that is their proposal feasible enough? Can this be changed through the legislation?
Thank you so much,
Timothy.
Okay, sa final statement, Renzo.
So we in the opposition believes that banning the fraternities and sororities will not help solve the problem of death cases regarding hazing, but rather amplify the negative stigma that these organizations are causing. So naniniwala kami na ang mga positive contributions ng society ay ng mga organizations ay kailangang i-take into account bago natin sabihin na masasama sila. And if pwede kong tanungin if feasible yung sinasabi nila na magkaroon ng bagong association ng people, kasi it is deeply embedded sa culture natin na magkaroon ng association like fraternities. Are they willing, yung mga member ba ng fraternities, are they willing to transfer to other groups na hindi nawala ng ganun? May assurance ba na wala ng violence na magaganap? Kasi ang kailangan lang natin is through strict regulations. I believe the government is not believing sa pagre-regulate ng mga batas, and kailangan natin irespeto yung batas, and tayo mag-contribute din tayo para mas mabuti yung regulation na magaganap natin.
Thanks, Renzo. Alright.
Thank you so much, Renzo.
Thanks. Okay, sa atin naman, sa mga host. Sa'yo, Hesa.
Okay, para sa akin, gusto ko lang i-share. Yung sa family ko, we used to travel a lot. So, pa iba't ibang schools. So, imagine you go to different universities, palagi akong nag-start, and wala akong kilala. So, what I resolved in doing was joining a sorority. And this was in the United States na yung mga sororities doon, when you go to different school, may ibang chapters na same sorority pa rin. Parang sister groups. And through that, parang I found a sense of belonging. And tsaka kahit Filipino ka, they're very accepting. So yun yung na-experience ko doon. So if I didn't join a sorority, I wouldn't be the person I am today. So yun lang. Diba? Pang Miss Universe.
Thank you.
Ikaw naman, JB.
Ako siguro somehow medyo pro ako. Kasi tama yung sinabi ng isang debater kanina na maraming organisasyon dito sa ating university na meron ding ma-offer na katulad ng meron ng fraternities or sororities. Diba? Bakit hindi natin pagtuunan na pansin ng mga organisasyon na yun? At meron din akong mga kaibigan na nasa fraternity na naging maayos din naman ng buhay. But at the end of the day, nasa tao naman kasi yan kung saan ka mapupunta, kung mapapasama ka o mapapabuti ang iyong buhay.
That's right, JV. Yung last point mo, I really agree with that. I'm a fraternity man, fraternity member from the Alpha Phi Beta fraternity in UP Diliman. And I guess maayos naman yung buhay ko. So yun nga, tama yun.
Parang hindi ka pa yata sure.
Maayos naman yung buhay ko. So yun nga, tama yun. Nakadepende pa rin yun sa tao eh. Pero yung hamon ko naman lagi sa lahat ng mga kapatiran, especially sa mga fraternity, balikan yung pagkakakilanlan nyo kung paano kayo nagawa.
Yes.
Napakaraming na-contribute ng mga fraternity sa lipunan natin, especially here in the Philippines. Maraming fraternities ang nabuo noong martial law. Bakit? Dahil gusto nila tutulan ang martial law. So ito yung mga ilan lamang sa mga issues na kailangan natin balikan. Sa lahat ng mga fratmen, okay, it's cool to be cool, alright? Pero syempre balikan ninyo kung bakit ba kayo sumali dyan. Sobrang babaw at walang halaga dahil gusto nila maging astig. Balikan nyo kung anong dahilan kung bakit nabuo
Main
ang
purpose.
inyong fraternity ninyo. So at the end of the day, I'm still against and I will forever be against to the banning of fraternities and sororities because it is the right of everyone to organize and to join associations. That's just me. Okay, yun yung okay sa ating show kasi hindi naman namin sinasabi na itong tama at mali yung sinasabi ninyo. We are just opening a lot of possibilities para
And you're entitled to your own opinion.
That's right. Kayo ang mag-isip and join the conversation on our Facebook threads. On your schoolmates. Alright.
Alright. We would like to thank our sponsors, Namwa and Maynila, for food sponsors. And also, I would like to thank L'Oreal for my hair, Ipon Girl, and Tom Song, thank you so much for my outfit. And abangan po ang bagong movie ni Direk Wende Ramas for Beauty and the Bestie para sa MMFF. Kasama po ako doon. So, kita-kits po doon.
MMFF.
Ano ba sabi ko?
Tama. Ayun nga. So, panoorin natin ha. Papanoorin natin sa MMFF. Starting on, diba? Christmas time.
Yes, Christmas
December
time.
25.
Alright.
Ako, I would like to thank Sir Mo of Magic Potions for my vitamins and supplements. I would like to thank Sir si Dr. Albert Atrales of Wellness City and ALA Skin and Aesthetic Center for my skincare. At iniimbitahan po namin kayong lahat na manood ng pinakabagong musical play ng taon, ang #popular ng Philippine Stagers Foundation up to March 2016 po yan. For more details, like nyo lang po ang Facebook page namin at Phil Stagers. Maraming salamat po.
Manonood kami niyan, JV,
Dapat
promise.
lang, di ba?
Alright, ako naman. Maraming salamat, Albert Mutok, for my hair and jewels for my clothes. And of course, with that, gusto natin magpasalamat sa ating mga debating teams. Palakpakan po natin
Yes,
sila.
maraming salamat
Excellent
sa inyo,
work.
guys.
And of course, the Lyceum of the Philippines University at sa inyo pong faculty members, maraming salamat po sa inyong mainit na pagtanggap.
Join us again next week for another exciting episode.
Siyempre, maliban sa ating mga schoolmates dito sa LPU Manila na nakibahagi sa ating programa, maraming salamat din po sa mga schoolmates barkada ko sa social media. Patuloy lang po kayong makibahagi sa aming talakayan every Sunday.
And with that, ating tandaan sa bawat usapin sa bawat issue, may boses ang kabataan.
Sumali, makinig at makiisa dahil opinion nyo'y mahalaga.
Kaya sabay-sabay natin isigaw sa buong mundo, schoolmates, may pakialam ka!
Isigaw ang tinig mo, ihayag sa buong mundo ang karapatan.